Hey guys, I'm just giving you a quick overview of what's happening with the box set, the 2024 edition. First, most importantly, we're going to go with hooded sweatshirts again, and they're going to be heather gray with navy on them. So it's a little diversion from what we typically do with white letters. So get ready for that. Get excited. Now, if you're one of the kids who's in it for more than just the t-shirt, keep listening to this information. Our auditions will be March 20th after school about 3:30. And when you come in for the audition, you should have a monologue prepared. There are always kids who say, is it okay if we read it? Can I have the paper in my hand? Those things are certainly fine, but your best delivery, the best presentation of who you are personality-wise is going to happen if you have something in your brain and you can present it. Always the goal of that 60-second memorized monologue is that you are presenting a range of who you are. So you're going to introduce yourself when you slate the monologue. You know, I'm Joe Smith. I'm in ninth grade. I bring to the presentation today the opening monologue from Romeo and Juliet. Give your personality and then take a breath and go into that piece and let us see that range. Even in your 60 seconds or so, play with things like the pace of what you're delivering, the volume of what you're delivering, the intensity of what you're delivering. The goal should be every 60-second presentation actually lands like a performance. You're going to have a lot of kids who are directing shows who are looking to see whether your personality and what you bring in that moment fits to that. And I want to be really clear about this. You could be an excellent performer, but if in that monologue you're not showing that, you might not be cast in a show. I always push people to pay attention to exactly what we see in that 60-second delivery, and that is what helps us decide where a piece is going to go. We're looking at a lot of scripts that are really interesting, really compelling, not your typical high school stuff. So I'm very pleased with what the writers are presenting as options for you. The goal is going to be probably to choose 8 or 9 shows so we can do a one-act. Please do pay attention as you look at the screen. These blue dates on the chart are mandatory rehearsal dates. Now, I want to be clear about this. If you end up being in group 1, you'll be meeting on this day, which means you won't be meeting on this day. But again, you don't know which group you're in until we start to put the shows together. So be mindful of that keep these dates all open. If you're looking at this chart and you know that you've got swimming every day until 5:30, well, then this is just not an option for you. On the other hand, if you're someone who has not done theater before, I do want to encourage you that being involved in the box set gives you a lot of time to work in your own schedule. Your cast can decide when you're going to work and where you're going to work, but during these mandatory times, it's expected that you'll be in the box working with me and with some of the tech people and so forth so that we can put together the very best show. So again, March 20th, 3:30. As always, I encourage you to encourage others who haven't yet done this before to get involved because it's a really great opportunity to have a low overhead exposure to performance. So that's it. Box Set 2024. I shall see you on March 20th.